The video game industry moves fast, but we move faster. This is the Turbo Button Show with Darien and Jacob.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Turbo Button Show for May 2nd, 2017. I'm here with Jacob, like usual.
Yeah.
And I'm Darien. Didn't know that already.
Hello.
Why are you saying hi for me?
I'm not. I'm just saying hello to our audience.
Today we're going to be talking about Valve.
This is normally Darien and I work together on news stories, and pick them together and pick some good, solid news stories. But I wasn't finding much, and then I'm like, oh wait, Darien. I remember reading a really interesting news story last night on Reddit, because Reddit's a good place for news. And I'm like, hey, we should just talk about this. It's kind of goofy, but kind of could lead to some stuff. So for once, I'm the expert on the news story and not Darien.
I'm just like, okay. I know the whole law thing that is going on with this.
So we're talking about Valve, and we're talking about Germany.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about Half-Life getting released uncensored in Germany.
So this is kind of common knowledge, but in case you don't know, Germany tends to be very strict when it comes to censorship of violence.
Right, yeah. They don't like violence.
There are two things that you don't really get away with in Germany when it comes to your video games. Extreme violence, though they've certainly gotten better when it comes to that, and Nazi imagery. That's a big no-no.
Yeah, that's really bad.
But the violence, they've gotten better over the years, and more games have gotten through. Like Grand Theft Auto 5 got fully through with no censorship whatsoever.
Which, I mean, a lot of countries actually let it through pretty well. I mean, Japan censored GTA 5 quite a bit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's that one cutscene where Trevor bends over and you see his junk from behind, and they completely...
You mean the best cutscene?
And they remove that, and a lot of the nudity is...
We're off topic, man.
But I'm just talking about censorship around the world. Germany is one of those countries that you have to go through like a ratings board, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't meet it, then you have to make alterations. And most countries actually just don't release a German version. Most German people have to go through either getting a copy through the UK or other means.
So Half-Life, back when it was released in 1998, or was it 97? No, it was 98. In 1998, the game was released, and the German board for censorship deemed it inappropriate for children, and essentially banned the original version of the game, and Valve released a censored version, which is not uncommon, but the censored version of Half-Life is pretty funny. So all of the human soldiers you're supposed to fight in the game are replaced by robots. Any of the innocent scientists that you shoot, instead of being killed like they are in normal versions, if you shoot them in the head with a machine gun, they will crouch down on the ground and hold their head and just look very sad and disappointed at you, or your life choices.
Or they just sit on the ground and shake their head like, no.
And for some of the alien enemies, all their blood is removed, or their blood is turned into screws for some reason.
Robots. Germany did something it's kind of a cool thing, though. Everything's robots. Fight robots.
That will be really awkward, 30 years from now when artificial intelligence takes over.
And they're going to be like, what's up with these Germans having a thing against robots?
So the games that are put on that list are typically put on that list for 25 years. However, the game has been taken off after 19 years. Now, the German government does not go, oh, gee, this game's all right, let's remove it. The company that made the game has to apply for it to be removed. So Valve actually took the time to apply to get it removed, which means they must be doing something with Half-Life. I mean, why else would they? Why would they just say, hey, we got it removed from the list just to make ourselves feel better? So there are a whole bunch of predictions about what it is. Of course, there's the obligatory Half-Life 3, right?
Yeah, Half-Life 3 confirmed.
But the response I like most is that most likely they're going to look at a physical version of Black Mesa, which is a full remake of Half-Life. And that makes most sense to me. Although some people are just saying, hey, they're doing it just so they can release like Half-Life Source in Germany. That way German players can actually experience the game.
Or they could be releasing a new console version and Germany's just helping us jump the gun.
I mean, this isn't the first time that a game being taken off the list early has hinted at a new game. In 2011, the first Doom was removed from the list, and not because of that, but that did tease. Some people were like, "Hey, is there a new Doom coming out?" And sure, it took 5 years, but look what we have now.
I wonder if the board is semi-religious.
I
think about it.
I don't know, and I would not be able to make any claims either way on that.
Because if it was, Doom is about shooting demons, and that should be what they're for. But I don't know about this board. Other than some games, they like to ban gore. Some of them like to ban sexual things.
So, wait, Darien, think about this. The game was released after 19 years, right?
Yeah.
And the number of years it still had left before it would have been released anyways was 6. 19 minus 6 is 13. Then if you take that minus the number of years that Team Fortress 2 has been out, that's 10 years, you get 3. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
I can't do this anymore. Your weird conspiracy.
Well, anyways, German players, if you've never played the uncensored version of Half-Life, I mean, if you're serious about it, you probably pirated it or something to get it. But if you haven't, now there's a fully reasonable way for you to do so.
In Deutsch.
In Deutsch, yes. That makes me really happy for them because it's honestly still one of my favorite games of all time. Though now I really want to play the German version because it looks hilarious.
Wolfenstein 3D.
It was in the same boat, yeah. Well, do you have anything else you want to say?
Not really, other than something on the line of coming through might be there. So we might see something exciting, even though I really don't care about Valve games, but
I really want a physical release of Black Mesa. That's what I really want.
We should just get a toaster that runs the game.
But kind of run Half-Life?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You just get a toaster.
Sure.
And it runs Linux.
Okay.
And then it runs a Windows virtual machine on top of Linux.
Okay.
And then you play
You right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you like Darian's weird ranting or if you're excited about Half-Life, maybe Half-Life 3, like this video.
Yeah, you should like it. You should subscribe to Gaming Buzz so you don't miss any other Gaming Buzz content. Also, hit the bell because, it doesn't make any sound, but, it changes color.
Yeah. And comment below letting us know, if you've ever played the German version of Half-Life. I will be because this sounds awesome. I don't care how I have to get it to work. It's going to happen. And also, I'm not going to let Darien say it because he's a weirdo.
If you're not a nudist, you should check out our Gaming Buzz store at Gaming Buzz, not Gaming Buzz. Wait, hold on. It's gamingbuzz.com/store.
Why?
Even if you are a nudist, you should buy some clothes from us.
Why? Well, goodbye.
See you guys later.
New episodes and other content can be found on TurboButtonShow.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.